You're watching this video because you are interested in understanding how to create a digital catalog for your business. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the step-by-step process of creating the digital catalog for your business, of course. So without spending any more of your valuable time, let's get started. While creating this video, I thought of also including the steps for creating an account on GlobalLinker. But in case you have already created an account, in that case, you can skip these steps. You can straight away jump to the second chapter, wherein I've explained how to create the digital catalog, where I've explained the step-by-step process of creating digital catalog. And this is where very quickly we'll understand how to create an account on GlobalLinker. The very first thing that you have to do is to open globallinker.com on your device. And once you have done that, then on the top, you'll see there's an option which says become a seller. You click on that option, which will open this page. On this page, you'll see on the top there are two options, login and sign up. So obviously you have to click on sign up, and which will open this interface. Now on this interface, if you already have a Google account or a Facebook account or a LinkedIn account, you can certainly use that, or you can just type in your name, input an email ID, create a password, and then click on agree and continue, which will take you to the next screen. On the next screen, you have to input your mobile number, and this mobile number will be verified. All right, so we have added the mobile number. Now we'll click on send code, and that will send an OTP onto the mobile number. After doing the OTP verification, in the next field, you have to input your GST number. Now, this is also crucial. Don't think that there is no value add. This will be used to verify your business. And if you're not verifying your business, there is obviously certain things that you'll not be able to do on the platform. But more importantly, other businesses who are also part of the community, they may not perceive you or see you as a verified business, as a genuine business, as a trustworthy business. So that's where it is crucial that you also input your GST number. If you don't have the GST number available right away, you can add it at a later stage as well. But what is important, that you must be verifying your business as a genuine entity, so that other businesses who are coming across your business profile, they can connect with you with confidence. All right, so obviously we are creating a demonstration account, so we'll not be inputting a GST number, but we'll continue. But when you are doing, you must add the GST number. All right, so we'll click on continue with GST, without GST, and which will bring us to this screen. On the screen, we have to input the business name. So I'm adding a business name here. I've typed it, and now you can see there's an option which says add company. So we have to click on that, which reveals a few more steps or a few more fields here. The next field is the company type. So that's where we have to select the legal entity type. So we can select an appropriate legal entity type, and then we have to input the location. Now this is where, so for example, if I am adding a location here, so this is where you can see the rest of the fields, all these fields, country, state, city, pin code, all of them got pre-populated or automatically populated. So this is where you have to first input the location, and then the rest of the fields will get automatically filled or populated. But these are editable. So if you feel that the details are incorrect, then you can change them as per your requirement. So once you are done adding all the information here, then you have to click on next, which will take you to the next screen. On the next screen, you will see the instructions are to select the industry. Now, there are two options available to you. You can either select the industry by scrolling through the drop downs, or you can just type. So, for example, fashion, apparel, and accessories. Just imagine that I represent fashion, apparel, and accessories. So I can select it like this, and then I can click on next, and I can move to the next screen. Or if I didn't wanted to do that, then in that case, I can go through the drop down as well, and then I can select the appropriate category. All right, so we'll click on next, which should take us to the next screen. On the next screen, you'll see the question is which of the following describes your business. But in simple terms, this is where you have to specify what type of business activities you are involved in. So, for example, if you are a manufacturer and you are also a retailer, or you are also a wholesaler, or you are also an exporter, so you should select the field. So select multiple fields be defining what type of business activities you are involved in. Now, it is important that you should select the appropriate fields, because this information is used for matchmaking. So the AI ML at the back end will use this information for matchmaking. So that is where it is important that you should be selecting appropriate fields. You can select more than one field, obviously. And once you have selected all the appropriate fields, then you can click on next, which will take you to the next screen. On this screen, you'll see there are certain fields which allow you to input or upload a product, input product information, and then upload the product. Now, you can skip this field because this is to add product to the profile, and we are not going to do that because we will be creating a digital catalogs. So what you have to do is you have to click on this button, which you can see here. This is a smaller one, so I'm just highlighting it so that you don't miss out. This is where you can see skip adding products. So this is where you have to click on it so that you are skipping this process, is not relevant to you, and this is where the account gets created. So far we have completed the first stage in our journey, and that is creating your GlobalLinker account. So these are very simple and easy steps that you can go through, and you can easily create your account on GlobalLinker. Now, before we get started with understanding the step-by-step process of creating the digital catalog, I think it is important that we also understand what is a digital catalog and how many types of digital catalogs are there. So let's quickly understand that, and then we'll come back to the journey. So for that, I'm going to switch my screen and I'm going to take you to a small presentation so that we can understand the concept of digital catalog. So what is a digital catalog? So I'm going to firstly help you with a textbook or a theory definition of digital catalog. So digital catalog is a website or a computer file used to provide examples of a person's work or product offered by business in a digital format, which can easily be accessed digitally by a prospective customer. Now that is a textbook definition, and obviously it is not very clear. So I'll help you understand what is a digital catalog. So digital catalog is basically a website, but a website with few characteristics or features or capabilities, whatever you would want to call them. But there are certain specialities that a digital catalog has. So if a website has these features or capabilities, then we can call them a digital catalog, or it can be referred as a digital catalog, and other websites can't be referred as a digital catalog. So what are those capabilities? The first one, it can showcase product or services of a business in addition to the business information, of course, and it can accept order or receive an inquiry. So if there's a prospective customer and they're wanting to place an order, it can receive an order if that capability is available, or it can at least receive an inquiry that there's someone who's interested to do business with you, so it can do that. And the third is something that we assume that it can also showcase information about that business. So that's why I've written assume. So a website that can showcase product or services of a business, and it has the capability to accept orders or inquiries, and it is also showcasing information about that business. So that can be qualified or called a digital catalog. Now, how many types of digital catalogs can be there? So let's quickly understand. So broadly, there are four types of digital catalog. The first one is which can help you generate leads. The second one is which can help you generate orders. The third one is which can do both the things at the same time. And the fourth one is which you can use for your B2B bulk distributor or retailer ordering. Now, this is obviously a textbook knowledge that I've given to you, and which is also something that you may not be able to relate to very easily. So this is where what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you a few examples so that you can understand what are the various types of digital catalog. All right, so let me switch my screen again, and I'm going to take you to another browser where I've opened few examples so that you can understand these types, and we will also relate to the three rules that I've shared with you, which you can use to understand whether a website is a digital catalog or not a digital catalog. All right, so let me switch the screen. So we have switched the screen, and this is where you're looking at a website. Now, if I scroll down a little bit, that's where you can see the various products which this particular business is offering. Now, if I open one of their products, that's where as a customer, as an individual, I can go and I can buy that product. So here you can see there's a product where I can come and I can do an add to cart or buy now, and I can place an order. So this is an example of a digital catalog that can accept orders, right? Now, on the contrary, I have another digital catalog, and this is where if I scroll down, this where you can see the products. So they happen to be a agri product exporter, and you can see the various products that they have listed. But unlike this product where we are seeing add to cart and buy now, this is where the interaction is different. This is where we can see there is a button is different. So this is where you see the call to action, which I'm highlighting right now. This is send inquiry. So this is where a prospective customer who's interested to do business with them, they're coming and they're sending an inquiry. So this is the second type of digital catalog that you can create, where a prospect can come and they can send you an inquiry. They can give you a lead that, hey, we are interested to do business with you, and then you can connect with them and take the discussion forward, right? So this is the second type of digital catalog that you can create. Now, there was a third type which I explained to you, wherein both the things can happen at the same time. So I'm going to very quickly open one of their products so that you can understand. So this is where you can see again we have two buttons, but the terminology or the call to action is different. So very quickly, if I'm going back to this website, this is where you can see it is add to cart and buy now, whereas here it is send inquiry and add to cart. So what is happening? So a retail customer, if they are wanting to buy from them, they can come here, they can use the add to cart button and they can place an order. So this is for retail customer. At the same time, if there's a bulk customer, a B2B customer, someone who's wanting to buy the products in bulk from them, they can come here and they can use this send inquiry feature. So that's where they'll be sending them an inquiry that, hey, they're interested to buy these products in bulk from you, and then they can take the discussion forward, right? So this is the third type of digital catalog, right? So we have B2B, which is accepting leads or generating leads. This is generating orders, and this is generating both the things at the same time. Now, this is the fourth type of digital catalog. So on the face of it, it looks like a typical online shopping website similar to this one which we saw, wherein people can come and they can place an order. But it also serves another purpose, and that is for bulk ordering. So there are distributors and retailers situated in various part of the country, and they have to regularly source the product. Now, instead of using the conventional methods of ordering through salesman or call, message, etc., that's where any B2B bulk buyer, because they are aware of the product, so they can simply come here and they can use the distributor login, and they can log in and they can place an order. Now, obviously, the B2B bulk buying is different, so it is not similar to the regular buying. So B2B bulk buying involves special discounts, so that is something which the website can give. In fact, it can give differentiated discounts as well. So if there's a business A and 10% discount has to be given to it, it can give that. And there's a business B and 7% discount has to be given to business B, it can do that. So it can even provide differentiated discount to businesses on product level, category level, or on the store wide level. So that is possible. Then there is a credit which is an integral part of the B2B bulk ordering system, can also accommodate that. So you can specify that if business A is ordering, they'll get X amount of credit for 30 days, and if business B is ordering, they'll get Y amount of credit for 60 days. So that is also possible. And the third one is minimum order quantity. So sometimes there's a pack size requirement, or other times there may be understanding between the buyer and supplier that I'm going to give you a special discount, but you have to buy at least these many units when you're placing an order. So that is also something that can be taken care by the system. So this is the fourth type of digital catalog, which can take care of B2B bulk ordering or regular B2B bulk ordering. So wherein almost every fortnightly or every monthly, there will be B2B bulk buyers who will be placing an order or who will be buying from you. And for that, this capability can be used. All right. So very quickly, I'll do a quick recap for you to just understand the various types of digital catalog. So this is a digital catalog that is helping a business generate leads. This is another type of digital catalog that is helping a business generate orders. Then we have the third type, which is helping a business generate leads and inquiries at the same time. And then we have the fourth type, which is helping a business get orders from the retail customers, and at the same time it is helping that business in getting orders from their B2B bulk buyers. So these are the four type of digital catalogs which are there. Now, as we have clarified, or as we have achieved a better understanding of the term digital catalog and how many types of digital catalogs are there, so let's go back to the process and let's understand the step-by-step process of creating digital catalogs. So we are back on the GlobalLinker account, and now let's get started with understanding the step-by-step process of creating the digital catalog. Now, very quickly, I'm just repeating this for everyone's reference. Now, if you have a GlobalLinker account, then you have to obviously log in. And if you don't have a GlobalLinker account, then you can refer to the steps which I have explained in the video a little while ago. So you can review those steps and you can understand the step-by-step process of creating the GlobalLinker account. All right, so we have logged into the account. Now, what is the next step? So the next step is to click on online store. So here you can see there is this button call to action which says online store. You have to click on that, which will take you or bring you to this interface. Now on this interface, you have to click on convert now. But before we do that, an obvious question that may be coming to your mind is what is the use of all these buttons and navigations that we are seeing here? So this is used to add products to your profile. So if you want to just add products to your profile, and just to help you relate to it, this is where you can see there is a business profile, and I'll just very quickly click on it so that you can see it and relate to it. So this is the business profile of this demonstration account. Now, if I'm scrolling down here, this is where you can see there's a add product. So you don't want to create a digital catalog, you just want to add products to your profile. So for that, this interface is used. Now, coming back to the discussion that we were doing. So firstly, obviously, if you already have a GlobalLinker account, then log into it. Or if you don't have an account, then sign up and create an account. And once the account is created, then click on online store, which will open this panel, the seller panel. Now on the seller panel, you have to click on this button, this big blue button, which says convert now, which will open this overlay. So this is where we are starting the journey of creating digital catalog. All right. So the first overlay has three simple questions. What is the main purpose of your online store? And then the second question is approximately how many products will you have? And would you like to have the minimum order quantity feature? Right, so you can select an appropriate option based on your requirement, and then you have to click on next, which brings you to the screen. On the screen, you'll see there are a number of design templates, and you have to choose one of the template as per your requirement. And this is, although technically a very simple step, and when you'll be doing it, hopefully within 2 seconds, you'll be able to go through this step. But this is where a lot of people get confused. So I'm going to take a few minutes to help you understand few of the common misconceptions or misunderstandings that people have related to this step. The first misconception or misunderstanding that I've seen that some people have is that a particular design template is suitable for a particular type of product. So if I'm not dealing in that type of product, I cannot use that design template. So for example, I'm not sure how visible it is on your screen, but this is where you can see this particular template has visuals of electronic items like monitors, computers, mobiles, etc. So you shouldn't be feeling that if I am not dealing in electronic products, then I cannot use this template. This template can only be used by businesses that are dealing in electronic items. That is absolutely not the case. Any template can be used by any business. I'm just repeating it once again so that it is clear to you that any template that you're seeing here can be used for any business and any type of product. The visuals that you are seeing here, they're only for example purpose. They're only for illustration purpose, because otherwise you'll not be able to understand or visualize like how my website will look when I'm choosing a particular template, right? So only for that purpose we have shown the visuals here. The second misconception that sometimes people have is that if I've chosen a particular template, then I am literally stuck with it and I cannot change it. That is also wrong, because the reality is that you'll be able to change or easily change from one template to another template. In fact, you'll not believe technically you'll be able to change from one template to another template in 5 seconds. Although realistically, because you have to resize the banners and all, so it realistically takes more time. But technically, from a technology standpoint, you'll be able to switch from one template to another template in a matter of 5 seconds, right? So don't worry on that if you have that thinking that if I'm choosing something and tomorrow I don't like it, or my business associates don't like it, or my customers are not liking it, in that case you can easily change to another template which is better looking, right? Now, the third question or the third point which I'm going to share with you is a little more important, and that is something which most of us, or that is a problem that most of us face, and almost none of us has a solution for that. And that problem is of plenty, right? As a business owner, as a business individual, you have this desire to have the most decent looking, the most beautiful looking website, the most beautiful looking digital catalog for your business, right? You will agree to that. Now, how do you make sure that you're choosing the right template? Or let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase the question. And the question or the problem is that which template is suitable for my business, right? So there are so many templates here. This is looking beautiful. This is also looking beautiful. This is also looking beautiful. This is also looking beautiful. How do you choose? Right? It's a tricky situation. Now, there is a process that you can follow to overcome this situation. Obviously, you have to go through all the steps that I'm going to explain to you in this journey of creating your digital catalog. Now, once you are done through all these steps, then you have to upload few products. Few means 2 3 will suffice. And then once you have uploaded few of your products, and those should be actual products with visuals and all, not hypothetical ones. So once you have uploaded 2 3 products, then you can go to the theme management section, apply a theme, see how your product are being displayed or services are being displayed, and then apply the second one and see how the second theme is displaying, then apply the third one and see how the third one is displaying, right? So you have to go through all the themes. It will certainly take some time, half an hour, 45 minutes, but that will give you an absolute understanding in terms of which themes are displaying your products in the most beautiful manner, right? So that is something that you can or you should use in case you also have this problem of choosing which template should I be using for my digital catalog. All right, so I'm going to select a particular template and we will move on to the third and the last overlay in this process. On this overlay, you'll see there are just two input fields. The first one is the store name. Store name is basically your business name, but if you happen to be operating a popular brand, or if you have a popular brand, so in that case, you can create a store in the name of the brand, right? So, or just saying it in a simpler way. So it has to be either your business name, the store name has to be either your business name, or it can be the brand name. So in case you're dealing in a brand, it can be a brand name. So either of the two, business name or brand name, either of the two has to be there. And it is a editable field. So in case you're wondering from where did this name came, so it came from the name that we had entered here while signing up or creating an account on GlobalLinker. So from there it came. So the same name is populated here, but if there's a typo, there's a typing mistake which has been done, so you can rectify it here, and it is an editable field, so you can edit it as well. Then you have store URL. Now the store URL especially if you haven't added the product, so this will be blank, but if you have added the product, then there will be some code. So in case you see a code here, you can select and delete that, and then you have to input the URL here. What is the URL? So URL is something that we type to open a website. So for example, if I have to open Google, then I'll be typing google.com. Similarly, tomorrow if someone has to open your websites, in that case, what should they be typing is what we have to specify here. All right. So for example, the business name is New Global. Right. So we have typed the name. Now the important points which you should remember is that it should not have any space or special character. So here you saw that I haven't added any space, or there's no special character. So no space, no special character. The maximum limit is 25 characters. So within that, you have to input your business name. So if you have a really long business name, so in that case, you may have to uh, edit some parts of it. And the third point is related to linker.store. So a lot of people ask me this question, that what is linker.store? So linker.store is our subdomain that we are providing to our users absolutely free of cost, but it is not important that you have to, or it is not mandatory that you have to use linker.store. Once your website is ready, you can take it live on your domain as well. So if you want to take it live on your own domain, so for example, your business name is ABC and you have a abc.com domain, and you want, if someone opens abc.com, then this little catalog should open up. That is possible. That is something that you should do once this is ready. Till that time, you can use linker.store, or if you are someone who is stepping into the digital realms for the very first time and you are not certain whether I should invest in domain and SSL, etc. So you can continue to use linker.store, and whenever you are feeling more confident, you can take it live on your own domain. All right. So this is this overlay. And a important point before I move on to the next step is that while you're pointing your domain, you may face difficulty. And if you're facing any difficulty, or if you're feeling that it is a technical thing and I may not be able to do it appropriately, then please do feel free to reach out to our help desk, and our team will help and guide you with that. All right. So now let's move on to the next step, and for that we have to click on this button which says create e-store, and we have clicked on it, and it will initiate the process. So this, where now you can see the seller panel has entirely changed. There are a lot many options here on the side, and this is the dashboard that we are looking at. Now here we have to click on store setup, and this, where once you click on it, this is where you can see we have completed 2 steps, and there are 3 more steps that we have to do. Now instead of completing these steps from here using this button, I would advise you can click on this home shaped icon, which will take you to the home screen of your seller panel, and this is where you will see the same steps are written here. So we have completed 2 steps, and there are 3 steps that we have to complete. So these are the 3 steps that we have to go through. Now these steps are not necessary to be done in a particular order, right? So it is not necessary that you have to upload the product and then you have to do the shipping and then you have to activate the payment. You can do them in any order. So you can do the second one first or the third one first, right? So any order, and complete them, and then you can complete the rest of the steps. It is important that you have to complete all 3 of them, but it is not necessary that you have to complete them in a order. And whenever you have to see and or check that what are the steps that are remaining, so in that case you can just come here, and then you can click on this home shaped icon, and it will bring you to the home screen. Or whenever you open the seller panel, this is the screen which will open up. So obviously you can see which all steps are remaining, and you can work on completing them. All right, so let's jump on and let's complete the next step. So that is create your catalog. So we have to click on this big blue button, and that will take us to the upload interface. So this is where we have to upload 1 product mandatorily. So this is minimum 1 product has to be uploaded to complete this journey. All right. So 1 product has to be uploaded. Now, many users have curiously asked me this question, that we have a large catalog and the data is readily available in our Excel files with us. So can't we upload the entire thing instead of spending our valuable time here uploading one product? So is it possible? Yes, certainly it is possible. I'll in fact quickly show you from where you can do that. So in case you have the data available with you, then you can simply proceed ahead and you can upload all your products very easily in the bulk format. So for that, you have to go to the product management interface. So in the left navigation, click on catalog and then click on products, which will bring you to this screen. On the screen, you'll see there's a down pointing arrow. Just click on that and then click on import product XLS CSV, which will take you to the screen. On the screen, you'll see there is a sample import format. So you click on it, download the latest format, and then populate the information or input the information into the Excel file. Come back here and you can upload the file from here, right? So very easily you can upload the product. So in case you have the data available, you should do that. Now we are here on the product interface back on the screen. So this is where we have to upload one product. All right. So let's quickly understand the process. The first field is the product name. So this is where we have to input the product name. Now, many businesses that I've interacted with, they have this challenge that we are not an expert into this, and if we are creating the product name ourselves, or if we are creating this information, this content ourselves, we may not be able to create it in a very nice manner. And if the content is not created in the appropriate way, then it may not have the right impact and we may not be able to achieve whatever we wanted to achieve from this website, from this digital catalog. So how should you go about that? So for that, you can use the AI tool which we have embedded here. So you can upgrade your plan and then you can use the AI tool. So that AI tool will create all this content for you. So very quickly, I'm going to populate all the content here. Obviously, we have dedicated videos wherein I've explained how to upload the product. So I'll add the links of those videos wherein I've explained the step-by-step process of uploading the products. So you can review that video and you can understand the process. For now, I'm going to very quickly fill all these fields so that we can move on to the next steps and we can understand the rest of the journey. Now I've inputted the required information in the field. So let me quickly walk you through these steps so that when you are going through this process, at least you'll be able to relate to it. But I will be providing the link of a detailed tutorial video where I'm explaining all these steps in greater detail. So you must review that video to have a better understanding. And I'm going to very, very quickly walk you through these steps so that you can at least have an understanding about these steps. All right. So the first field is obviously the product name. So this is where you have to input the name of the product, and then you have GlobalLinker Marketplace category. So this is where you are telling the system where your product should be placed on GlobalLinker Marketplace. So very quickly, if I switch my screen, and this is where we are on the GlobalLinker Marketplace. So we go to the navigation. This is where you can see there are various categories. So basically what you're doing is you're telling the system, you're giving the instructions to the system that my product should be placed here on the GlobalLinker Marketplace, and it is a very simple process as well. So for example, we are uploading a shirt. So you can see the moment you'll start typing here, an appropriate option will appear. You can select that. Then you have HS code which you can input from here. If you're dealing in a popular brand, then you can click on plus brand, and which will open this overlay. On this overlay, you have to type the brand name and then you have to upload the brand logo. Once you are done, click on save and the brand will get added. And then you have product type, accept order and accept inquiry. So accept order is wherein you're wanting to receive order on your website. So if you want to have that experience, then you're selecting accept order. And if you want to receive inquiries, in that case you are selecting accept inquiries. So if we have to quickly go to the example websites that we were seeing earlier, so this is an example of accept order. So where a customer is coming and they are placing an order, and this is an example of accept inquiry, and this is an example where both the fields are selected. Now here, in case of accept inquiry, you can see price on request. This is where you can see price on request. Let me highlight that. So here you can see price on request. So this feature is also available. So if you want to hide the price, you can do that. Let me show you. So I'm going to reselect accept order. And this is where you can see there is a field which says do not show price. So if you are selecting this field, in that case, price on request will be displayed, right? So like this, price on request will be displayed, and if you're not selecting it, in that case certainly the price will be displayed, right? Can you select both the options? Yes, certainly you can do that. If you're selecting both the options, in that case you'll be uploading products something like this, add to cart and send inquiry, so both the fields will be there. And then you have B2B discount price, which is related to the premium supply chain feature. So if you are using that feature, then it is relevant to you. Otherwise, you can ignore it. And then you have product unit. So this is also something that you should select, and you should select it appropriately. For example, we are uploading a shirt. So this where it is per unit. So price is per unit. And if you're uploading, let's say, agri products, so in that case, you can choose kilograms or metric ton, but just choose the field appropriately. And then you have the description. So this is where you can input a brief description about the product. Now the best practices that you can follow related to the summary description is that you should add a paragraph, not more than 4 lines, and it should be followed by bullet points about the features, specifications, benefit, health benefit, etc, etc, right? So the idea should be that within 5 seconds, if someone is looking at this piece of information, within 5 seconds they should be able to understand that information. So that is the summary description. Then you have SQ code, which is a alphanumeric field. It is a unique identifier. So the two products on your website cannot have the same SQ code. And adjoining that is a product code. So product code is basically used to tell the system that this product has variants. So for example, this product is available in two pack sizes, 50 gram and 20 gram. So if you are also adding or uploading a product wherein it has variants, so in that case you have to use product codes, otherwise you can leave it blank. Stock, I don't think needs elaboration. Threshold is basically reorder level. Then you have minimum order quantity. Default value is 1, but if you want to add a higher number, you can do that. Minimum inquiry quantity is for inquiry. So if we are uploading an inquiry product, and that's where you want to specify that this is the minimum inquiry I can fulfill. So in that case, you can input the value here. And then you have country of origin, which you can select from the drop down. Then you have e-store category. So e-store category is something which is used for internal navigation mapping, and I will be showing you how to create navigation. So for that we have to create the category. For that we have to click on plus category, which will open this overlay, and here we have to type the category name. So it is men casual shirt. So men's casual shirt, we have typed the category name, and then we have to just click on save, and the category is created. Then labels and tags. So labels and tags, label is basically a promotional tool. It is used for promotional purposes. So it is a virtual sticker that gets added onto the product. And tag is used for setting up navigation and also for enhancing the search on your website. And there are dedicated videos that we have about tags and labels, and you can review those videos to understand about these features. Then you also have the feature to upload brochure. So if you have product brochure that you would want to upload, those can be uploaded from here. Then you have visibility. So visibility is important, and I want to request you all that you should understand the visibility with little more attention, because typically what happens if you're a B2B seller, and this where you can see B2B as an option, you tend to select that's a basic instinct, but I don't want you to do that. This where the basis is visibility. So if we look at from the lens of visibility, you'll be able to understand that. So B2C visibility means that it is open. So this is like you're stepping in or walking into a supermarket. So every product which is there in a supermarket is visible to you. You can see that product, you can experience that product, and obviously buy that product. Whereas B2B is a controlled visibility. So if you are going to a showroom of an exporter, obviously the exporter has to invite you to the showroom, and only then you can access it. It is not open to the public. So that's a controlled visibility. So if you are using the supply chain feature to control the visibility of the products, in that case you should use B2B, otherwise you should not use, right? So for all practical purposes, you should use either B2C or both. Otherwise what will happen, the product will get uploaded onto your website, but it will not be visible because it will be behind lock and key. The lock and key is managed through the supply chain feature. All right, so that is a confusion sometimes happens. So please choose B2C or both, and don't choose B2B. Then scrolling down, this where you have additional description. So that's where I've added additional description. And then we have weight and dimension. So these are used for calculating delivery fees. So if you're wanting to receive orders and you want to charge a delivery fee from the customer, so for that this information is required, but it can be added at a later stage. It can be added in bulk as well if required. And then we have attributes. So for that, you have to click here, add attributes, and then you have to, you'll see there are two input fields. So the first one is attribute name. This is where we have to type the basis variations. For example, we are uploading a shirt which has various size options, small, medium, large. So in that case, the basis variation is size. We'll type size there, and then we have to add value. So for example, small. So I'm just typing the entire name small, or entire word small. So here you can see I've typed small, and now I have to press comma on my keyboard, and the moment I'll do that, this is where you can see system has accepted. So a row has started appearing. Let's do add one more. Medium, again pressing comma, and then large, pressing comma, and here you can see the three attributes or three variants of the product has been accepted by the system. If we had separate images for each of the variant, we can add them from here. Then we have SQ codes, which are again created by the system. But how did the system magically created these SQ codes? So it basically used the SQ code that we had entered here, and these are again editable. So if you want to make changes to them, you can do that very easily from here. And then we have selling price and stock. So those are also editable. So if you have to make changes to them, you can do that. And last is SEO related information. So there's where we have meta title, keyword, and description that you should be adding. And these can be created using AI tools as well. And lastly, we have to upload the images. So very quickly, I'm going to select the images. To do that, we have to click on this empty placeholder, and then it will reveal this icon, a blue pencil shaped icon. So you have to click on that, which will open the image manager. On the image manager, don't just instinctively click on upload. Click on product images and then create a folder. So men blue shirt is what we are uploading. So I've created a folder in the name men blue shirt, and then open the folder and upload the images inside the folder. Otherwise, what will happen? Your image manager will become like too cluttered and almost impossible to use after some time. So it is advisable that you should be uploading images inside a folder. So I have 4 images. I've selected all 4 of them from the device, and they are all uploaded on the image manager. Now we have to tell the system which should be the first one, which should be the second one. So I can select the image, and it may appear a little blurred here. Don't worry, it will appear absolutely fine on the front end. Now let's tell the system which should be the second image. So this can be the second image. We'll tell again, same process. Click on the placeholder and then click on the edit icon, and which will open the image manager. Now total 6 images can be uploaded. We have uploaded 4 images, so that does not mean that empty placeholder will be displayed. So minimum is 1 image. So if you are not uploading 1 image, then obviously empty placeholder will be displayed. But if you are uploading more than 1 images, so or 1 or more images, in that case empty placeholder is not displayed. The ideal dimensions are written here, 800 by 1000 pixel. If you are uploading a square image, then 1500 by 1500, so that the zoom works absolutely fine. It will work on 1000 by 1000 also, but it will not be that great. So if it is a square image, then 1500 by 1500. If it is a portrait image, 800 by 1000, which is also written here. In terms of size, the MB size, whatever is the lowest that you can achieve without compromising on the quality of the image, without making it blurry, whatever is the lowest size that you can achieve, that should be your target. 2 MB is even on the larger side. So if you have like 12 images and 2 MBs, that will be 12 MB, that will be heavy for someone who's not in a high-speed internet connection. And I've seen that some people have this unwanted fascination with uploading high-resolution images, and they have this notion that if I am uploading very high-resolution images, then the customer will get impressed and they will be placing an order. But before getting impressed, the person has to see that product. The page should load up, and you'll be making the page so heavy that the person will not be able to load the page on their device. And obviously, without waiting for your website to load up, they'll simply go to one of your competitors' website, right? So that is absolutely suicidal to do. You shouldn't be doing that, right? So what is the lowest size that you can achieve without compromising on the quality? That should be your target. All right, so we have added all the information here, and very quickly I've also walked you through all these fields. So we'll click on save, and that uploads the products. We have completed the third stage also, and now we'll click on the home shaped icon, and we'll quickly go to the home screen to see what are the remaining steps. So there are two steps or two more steps that we have to go through: setting up shipping zone and activating payment. So for setting up shipping zone, we'll click on again the big blue button, and it will take us to this interface, and here you'll see an overlay will load up. This is the shipping zone. So firstly, what is shipping zone? So shipping zone is used to charge a delivery fee from the customers, and using this capability, you'll be able to charge. You can define like if the customer is ordering from location A, then what will be the charges. If they're ordering from location B, then what will be the charges, right? So this is that capability which can be used for that purpose. All right, so that is this screen or this capability, shipping zone capability, that we are looking at. But what are you expected to do here? So you are expected to input two fields. One is estimated time. This is where you can put a value, any hypothetical value. I'm adding 3 here, and you have to add a fixed rate. So even if you are creating a B2B store, you have to go through this step. Now, why are we not setting it up properly? So for setting it up properly, you need to understand what will be the commercials or what will be the charges that the courier company will be taking from you. So for that, you have to firstly sign up with the courier company. They'll provide you the charges, and based on that, you can set this up. All right. So for now, we have to just input these two values, and we have to click on update, and that completes this step. So very easy and simple step. Once you have completed that, then again, you have to click on the home shaped icon, which we clicked earlier, and that will take us to the home screen. There was one more step that we have to do, that is activate payment. So we have to click on again the blue button, which will take us to the payment management interface. This is the payment management interface, and here you'll see there are a number of payment options. And obviously, don't get carried away, don't get overly enthusiastic, and you immediately submit an application for activation of payment gateway. If your website is incomplete, your digital catalog is incomplete, your payment gateway application will get rejected, right? So first complete the website and then submit the application. For now, as we are starting to create the digital catalog, for now we have to just go to cash on delivery, which you can see here, and click on this button, turn it on, and you have completed all the steps which were required. Now, does that mean it is the end of the journey we have completed? No, absolutely not. There are a few more steps that we have to do. So we are back on the home screen, and now in the left navigation, we have to click on this button which says My Store. So we have clicked on that, and now we have to click on Themes. So once it expands, you'll see there is an option which says Themes. You have to click on that, which will open this screen. On the screen, you'll see the theme that you had selected in that journey. And here you'll see there's a button which says Actions. You click on that, and then you click on Apply. The top option which says Apply, just click on that, and this page will load up. So that's where the theme that you had selected will get applied. So until you come here and you click on apply, the theme does not get applied. So we have applied the theme. If you want to make change to the theme, you can also do that from here. Select a different theme. All right, so once you have done that, then you can go to navigation, and this is where we have to set up the navigation. Now, setting up navigation is also something that I've covered in detail in another tutorial video, and I'll also add the link of that video in the description. So if you want to understand it in detail, you can do that. But navigation, very simply, if I take you to those example websites, these are called navigations, and there are multiple levels. Like whatever you're seeing in the header, these are level ones, and then in the drop down, these are level 2, and these are level 3. We can go to level 4 as well, right? So these are navigation. Now, how do you create it? So you have to firstly come to navigation section or navigation tab, click on navigation, and which will open this page. On this page, you have to click on add menu item, which will open this overlay. On this overlay, we have to type the navigation name. So for example, men fashion is what the name that I'm wanting to give. So men fashion, I've selected that. It will have products, so we can select that. And then there are different options which are available. Now, the important point, you have to select either one of them, right? So don't select multiple, and then the system will get confused. So we'll just be using category. So we'll select category, and you can select multiple categories as well. So we'll select men's fashion, and we will click on save. So level 1 is created. So let's create another one, level 2, and shirt, and again we'll select it through navigation, and then let's create one more, and casual, and this time we'll select it through products. So we will just select the product and we'll click on save. So there are three navigations that we have created, but at the moment they are all on the same level. So we have to give levels to them. So for that we have to drag them towards right, and it may appear to fly off the screen like we have seen that. Don't worry, you have to click on this button which says update navigation, which will update the navigation, and now you can see best fashion, and so it will start appearing like inverse steps. And now we have to drag casual underneath the shirt, so it is 1 2 3, and again we click on update navigation. So now we have, if I can expand all, so this is where we have created the navigation. Is that all? No, we have to also upload banners. So for that we have to click on store preview, which you can see here. So we'll click on store preview, which will take you to the store preview. This is the admin's preview, and a lot of time when people open this store preview, they get terrified that what have I done? I have ruined the website. Now there are yellow dots appearing and these empty placeholders. So this is the store owner's preview, and it cannot be accessed by anyone else. You can only access it from the seller panel. Now it is used for two purposes. One is to change the color. So for example, if we want to change the color of the navigation, we can click here. Now currently it is black. I want to change it to blue. I can do that. Or if you have your own corporate color or brand colors, you can input, copy paste, or type it here as well. RGB colors you have to type. So that is one thing that you can do from here. Second is to upload the banners. So to upload the banners, you have to click here on the yellow dot, which opens this overlay. Again, you have to click on the placeholder, and this is where you can see the dimensions are written. So if you are creating the banners yourself, you can note down these dimensions and then you can create the banners. You have to create separate banners for desktop and mobile. And why so? Obviously to optimize on the load speed, and obviously to create a more aesthetically appealing and good looking website, because desktop or laptop is a horizontal landscape, whereas mobile is a vertical landscape. So anything which is designed for a horizontal landscape, no matter how much resizing we will do, it will not look nice, right? So that is why you have to create separate banners for desktop and mobile. And to upload the banners, you have to just click on this placeholder image, which will again open the image manager, and here you'll see there's a folder for banners. So you can select that folder and then you can upload the images. So I'll very quickly upload a few banners which I have on my device. So I'll select all of them and we will upload them onto image manager. So here I have few banners, and I'll select one of the banners. So this is for the desktop and this is for mobile. So we have selected that. Now we have to also give a call to action link. So if someone clicks on the banner, they should be taken to the casual shirt that we have uploaded. So we'll copy the link and we'll add it here. Now we also have these options which are available. So if you don't want to add text onto the banner and you want to add the text dynamically, you can do that. The only concern or the challenge that you may see is the text will appear dead center. So you cannot like artistically place it. But otherwise you can use this capability. So we'll click on apply and the banner will get uploaded. So this is one banner that we have added. If you want to add more banners, you want to create a slideshow, you can do that, because we have already added the banners to the image manager. So we don't have to essentially upload them every time. So this is the second banner that we have added. So you can click on save and we can add one more. Same process. Selecting the desktop one and now selecting the mobile one, because we don't have products for these banners, so I'm not adding the link, but you understand how to add the link. So this is where you can see the first banner, the second one, and the third one. So that's how we have uploaded the banners, and we have to also do that. Now this is where we have completed the steps. Now the last step that we have to do is to click on save and then click on publish. Don't forget to do these steps. Don't forget to click on save and publish. So I've already clicked on save. Now I am going to click on publish, and that is where you will see that we have completed the journey of creating the digital catalog. So this is where you can see the congratulatory message, the confetti is falling from the sky. So this is where we did it. We have completed the journey. Obviously there are many more steps that you have to do, like you have to upload the remaining products, you have to upload your logo, you have to update your address, etc., right? So you have to do all those steps. But as far as this journey of creating your digital catalog is concerned, we have completed the journey. In fact, I will also show to you the digital catalog that we have created. So I'll just copy this link and I will open a private window, and very quickly I'm going to show you the digital catalog. In fact, I'll also show you the product. So this is the digital catalog that we have uploaded or created. This is the product that we have uploaded. So let's look at the products. So this is the product. These are the variations that we have uploaded: small, medium, large, and this is where you can see the visuals. They're all appearing nice. This is the summary description, is the long description, so all the information is there, and this is where you can see the zoom is working fine. So this is how you can create a digital catalog for your business. I hope you found the tutorial video informative. If you have any question, if you need any clarification, or if there's anything which is not clear to you, then do feel free to reach out to our help desk. The contact details are added in the description of this video for your reference.